That's
But
good.
I would like to know from you, what are the three main things that you absolutely love?
First of all, of course, my kids. So I have two sons. So doing things like fishing or whatever with them. And secondly, I do love my profession in HR. So I really have found my calling. I want to be there to support leaders and make the nice employee experience possible for everyone. And as a third, I would say LinkedIn, because LinkedIn has given me so much. It has been given me an opportunity to network with all kinds of people. I love to share my knowledge in HR to other HR people and just share like the acute HR stuff that's ongoing, and also making HR as a profession more visible in LinkedIn. So I'm really into LinkedIn.
I actually am quite surprised as well, like how much it helps with the networking part. And basically, this is platform is for people and by people, so it really helps when you know how to use it.
Yeah.
But I remember reading from your resume that you have been in HR since 2006. That's some time. But what would be your next dream role or your next step in your career?
Actually, I have two different kinds of dream job. Definitely, of course, in HR. So first of all, I've been doing HR so long that I already know the way of working, how I am in HR, and what I like to do. So the first option would be an HR consultant role, where I could have also a fixed term contract or part-time contract, just to be able to help one or two or three or whatever or different organizations to set up HR function or whatever. So really, I would like to help, really support companies that need HR but might not have more enough money to have, or even need to have a full-time person. The other route would be an HR generalist, whether it's an HR business partner or people and culture manager. But all in all, as a full-time employee, I just want to have wide job description. So I've been doing solo HR career twice. So I have been doing all the stuff from HR assistant to the head of HR in leadership team. So I just want to have it all. So wide job description. And I'm quite structured, so I like to have quite clear annual plan for HR, which of course is derived from the company strategy and the phase where the company is. And I'm quite process oriented, so if there's no processes, I will make them, as well as all the whatever internal communication is needed, and structure and guidances and whatever. So I just want to be involved in as many HR things as I can.
You are truly an HR person. I can already
I
sense
love
the
it.
HR, the HR energy emitting from you. Uh, so, if you had all the resources in the world, in a very ideal situation, what would be an ideal work culture for you?
First of all, I really do get energized by the people. So I want to go to the office and see people face to face. I get energized by that. I also want to be there available for everyone, so that whether you are an employee or a leader, you can just come by and visit my desk and ask any questions or help or whatever. And I have really realized that being present is really my superpower. So people really want to come to me and talk, and I really appreciate that in myself. But I can't bloom if if there isn't an atmosphere where people are really truly respected. So I need to be in a culture where people are truly appreciated for who they are, and it means that the leadership skills are valued. And I also want to contribute to those leadership skills, just making the leaders' job more easy, so that they can really focus on leadership and not any troubles or whatever. So wherever I can support, I want to do that. I also enjoy quite fast pace. So the more the merrier. The more there's things to do, the more I flourish. So I really want to get shit done. So I really like the pace of doing things. I like it's vivid and lively to have things done. And for me, the last thing probably is that I really enjoy having a clear strategy and vision so that we really know where we are heading and why we are heading there. And that vision is shared by the people. And we are really pushing to get the vision true and happen together. So these are really important elements if I could really make the ideal work culture for me to flourish.
Yeah, so in all these years, you must have something that felt really rewarding for you in your career. If you would like to share something about that.
I think it's probably every time I start in a new job. So within the first months, I'm really quick to just network with people. So I know who's doing what and what's happening in the company, what is expected from me by the leaders or by the employees or whomever. So I'm really good in networking and creating those connections also between the employees and whatever. And as I am this bubbly, smiley person, people usually know me quite quickly. So they really come to me and bring those topics up that where I can help. So that really is rewarding. And I usually start getting praises and thank yous for the job I do, which is like it's my job. And I love it. It just shows. But I'm happy that I get those praises because it really makes it visible that people appreciate my job. They appreciate the effort I do, and I have really the impact really soon. And I'm feeling that I'm doing the right things as well as things right. So I think that's the most rewarding in my job.
Well, then it really shows because that you are an HR person and you thrive with anything that is there to make stuff better and get stuff done. So in let's say in a very ideal situation in your ideal job, what do you plan to accomplish within the first, let's say, 6 months of your when you start a job?
I would say clarity in HR processes, transparency and communication, all in all the internal communication improvements, clear guidances if they are missing, like an employee handbook or intranet pages for the leaders and intranet pages for the employees, and then. And all in all, within the 6 months, I would have done an HR audit kind of a work. So I would really know what are we missing and what are the priorities and making the HR plan accordingly. Like I said, I like structures and I like processes and I like planning. So I really want to know the company strategy so that I know what are the priorities that I need to accomplish during the first year and second year, etc., etc. So being quite organized in that sense, that's something that I would bring. And then definitely on top of that, during the first 6 months, establishing good relationships, whether it's with different partners like occupational health care, outsourced payroll, pension insurance company, as well as all the internal partners like shop steward, health and safety committee, and of course the leadership team. So I think those are the first things.
Yeah,
The first
you talk about leaderships now, and I am sure you've worked with a lot of different leaders throughout these years. What would some leaders say if I just randomly go and knock on their door and be like, tell me about Noora? What do you think would they say about you?
They have said so many nice things, and I really appreciate how people say that Finnish people don't get praises and they don't give like positive feedback. But I have received it so much, and I really love all of those. I have all of those in my heart. So something that one leader said once, that you are the sunshine of this company.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so it's the bubbliness and the smiley person. I really like to be that. It's genuine me because I want to be there to make